Blessings, Fierce Butterflies. This is Coach Renee. I just wanted to stop in and send out my thoughts and prayers to everyone that has been affected by gun violence, not only throughout our communities, but also to the recent shootings, over in El Paso and Dayton. It's just senseless tragedies. That's what they are, senseless tragedies. And I just pray so hard for all families because I know we see what's going on in Dayton. We see what's going on in El Paso because it's all over the news. It's all over the radios. But unfortunately, somebody's child throughout these communities have been murdered. Yesterday, last night, this morning, right now. I mean, it is crazy. It is crazy. And I don't know what the solution is, but I know that we have to figure this out. We all have to come to the table, but the only way we're going to be able to come to the table, we're going to have to first stop fighting one another. Because while we're fighting for rank, we're fighting for titles, we're fighting for votes, while we're fighting for all of this, I mean, we're losing the war. We're losing the war. Our children are being slaughtered, our family, we can't even go into stores now. That is crazy. That is crazy. We have to figure this out. And I know we're living in the last days. So we don't, we all know we're living in the last days. But I don't think that's a reason for us to lay down and take what the enemy is doing. I don't think that's a reason for us to stop praying and to stop hoping that something change in this situation, because we're tired of the nonsense. Be it gun control, be it mental health, be it drugs, be it gangs, whatever the cause is, we as a people have to come together and we have to figure this out. Because now, I mean, everybody goes to the food store. So what? We become prisoners now. We can't go in food stores anymore. The sting of gun violence, it doesn't end when someone is shot and buried. Let me tell you, it doesn't end there, because long after we've buried our loved ones, we have to stay behind and we have to suffer the pain, not only of losing our loved ones, but our thoughts of what could have been, what should have been. It's so sad. And I tell people all the time, for me, when things like this happen, and I know I'm not the only one, but when things like this happen, it kind of opens up that wound all over again. So where you start your healing process and you're doing better. But every time there's another shooting, it kind of takes us back, and we have to start that healing process all over again, because we tend to relive our moments of when it happened to us. So it's just a tragedy all around. But I just pray that we all get to a place that we become proactive and not reactive. Because the truth is, and I know we've seen it 100 times, in a few months, in another year, unfortunately, the media is gone. That, everybody has moved on to something else, but those who have been affected, it doesn't end. It doesn't end. It's been 7 years for me that my son was murdered, and guess what? It doesn't end. I thank God I deal with it better now than I did in the past years, but every time I hear a gunshot, every time I hear a balloon pop, every time I see on the news that another one of our children has been shot down in our communities, every time I hear on the news that there's another mass shooting, it just opens that wound, and there I go again. Remembering, because I know what the families are going through. It's really sad. There has to be an answer. But again, we'll never figure out that answer if we don't stop fighting one another. We have to come together. We have to come together. So, God have mercy on us all. Stay vigilant. Stay prayed up. And always be ready to run. Until my next video, y'all, please, please, let's remember to be good to ourselves and let's be good to one another. Let's spread love. Let's spread love. No need of being mad at the world. The world doesn't know you. No need in seeking revenge on somebody who's done nothing to you. Doesn't make sense. Until my next video, let's remember to be good to ourselves and let's be good to one another, because it makes the world a much happier place. My prayers out to you all. Rest in peace, son. Mommy loves you.